we have 4 of Japan's best quality control. I mean, these things just feel amazing. All 305s, all 98s, all different generations. So, how do they test? Let's find out. Oh, my bad. What's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of Ezone. I'm Caleb, and here we hit big serves. So, if you want to start acing your opponents or acing your friends, you're in the right spot. But listen, I didn't always hit big serves. Back when I was a newlywed intermediate, I bounced between rackets a lot, tweaking my service pattern just to capture the perfect sound of an ace. I even tested what I used to call the Big Four: Babolat, Wilson, Head, Prince. But wait, are those still the Big Four? Or is there a new Big One? That's why I'm making the case today that in 2025, you should only be rocking a Yonex Racquet. Now, I've got all 3 demos with me, courtesy of Tennis Express, the VCORE, the EZONES, and the fan favorite, the PERCEPT. Now, respectfully, I have the Gen 7 and Gen 8 EZONE, just to test them out side by side, to see if the 2025 is really as muted as they say, because I really want to love the frame. The blue is striking.
Now, all we have to do is get these in the bag and head to the court. You know, I thought that would make the bag. But as every racket addict knows, if you can't choose one, just bring them all.
Alright guys, we're here about to do a review of Yonex's best rackets. They're Ezone, the VCORE, and the PERCEPT. Which one is the best? We're about to find out here on... What is this?
It's actually called a modular tennis court style, or interlocking plastic tiles. If you've played on them as well, comment below. But before I even get into serving, I always take a few extra seconds just to set the stage. I always start with some solid shoulder stretches, getting those muscles nice and loose, throwing the football around to get everything moving in sync. It may just look like we're tossing a ball around, but this routine isn't just about avoiding injury. It's what keeps my game sharp and fluid. So take a moment to stretch it out. Your body will thank you on the court.
This is my personal racket. It's an older frame, one we still see on tour, surprisingly. Users like Jonah Fonseca. Crazy. Is a raw, isolated feeling frame. It feels unlike anything else I've played. One of Yonex's best. When it rewards, it rewards. The VCORE, Yonex's aggressive racket. Let's see how it serves.
And when I say aggressive, I'm talking about swing style. Not just on serves, but in the middle of a match, this weapon puts you in control. Fast. The VCORE SV98 isn't just another spin-friendly racket, nah. It's a precision tool, built for players who attack every shot. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what kind of player thrives with the VCORE? Let's look at some guys using it currently on tour. From new players like Brandon Nakashima or Thomas Machak. Rabakina? Come on, Caroline Garcia? Tommy Paul? Wait, hold on. Yeah, what type of kick serve was that? And failed. Moving on. One thing that makes those players so entertaining to watch is that they play an ultra-aggressive tennis, from flamboyant shot making to generating an unbelievable amount of spin on second serves. I mean, look, even holding the frame or seeing the red, you can feel the VCORE is all about spin, explosiveness, and that whippy, fast-feeling feel. Perfect for players who love to dictate with heavy topspin and sharp angles.
It's the power of the SB, baby.
Yeah, Yonex definitely cooked with their VCORE line. Imagine Alcaraz or Draper switching. Spin would be crazy.
Next up, we got the Ezone 98. The Gen 7 came out in 2022. This midnight blue gloss is just unmatched. Beautiful. Look at that teal. This racket is still used on tour, with players even putting the blue of the new 2025 Ezone on top of this one. We're drilling the same hole pattern into a new racket. Now, how does it play? Well, we're about to find that out. Let's see. I've seen reviews of people saying they could just pick up this racket and serve dots. We're gonna test that right now. In fact, I like that. I'll take that. Even if it was a lead, I'll take it.
This easy racket really does deliver on those fronts. Perfect for when you need that extra burst. I hit a serve and boom, first serve ace, just like that. But as I keep going, I find myself kind of dialing it in, especially when I'm spraying shots. I did have to realize that it's not my go-to stick for side slices on ad side, but this racket delivers a generous sweet spot that makes baseline play and serves forgiving and powerful. 3 years later, a solid choice for advanced intermediates.
Okay. Yeah, you'd be lying if you said this wasn't badass. Now this green thing, this is the PERCEPT 97D, the heavy one. My VCORE is 355 grams. I know, it's really heavy. I slightly vary towards a heavier frame, so that's why I chose the 97D. The PERCEPT though, is pure control. It's used by TFO, Stan Wawrinka, a ton of pro players. So let's get on court. Also, speaking of Big Foe, Lululemon, y'all sponsor TFO. How about your boy? We're literally wearing your hoodie right now. Sponsor your boy, come on. All right, I kid, let's go.
All right. Switching gears with the PERCEPT, I'll be honest. I shouldn't have gotten the D. As someone who preferably plays with stock 305s, this 320 gram PERCEPT should not... Oh, yeah, we're gonna act like we didn't see that. After I realized it was a technique problem, I was able to adjust to the heavier handle. As advertised, the PERCEPT 97D was definitely the most controlled and stable feeling racket out of all three. I mean, when I was able to connect on serves, there was nothing like it. Check it. That's the PERCEPT.
Slice side, ad side.
You do really like ad side, don't you, Caleb? Once you click with this racket, you feel like you can pinpoint bombs all over the court from both wings. I actually loved my second serve with this racket. By the end, I enjoyed the 97D, but if you don't have a lot of arm strength, caution, you might want to go with a lighter frame.
It's a pretty good stick. On second serves, I can see why TFO uses it. It can connect. Oh yeah, it's the new one. And lastly, the one I'm sure we've all been waiting for. I know I have. The EZONE Gen 8 2025. Gorgeous. Oh, it's gorgeous. But let me tell you, this blue is even better in person, I promise. Stock out the box, this EZONE feels heavy, maybe a leather grip. It still feels good to play with. I played a match with it, not even with the base grip, and it feels good. Now this thick beam, Yonex has barely done before. A revolutionary piece in the new Yonex line. So, will it make my serve bigger? Can I hit aces with it? I guess we're about to see.
I've heard so much about this racket, I have to give you an honest review. First serve, absolutely sprayed it. Because yeah, the thing felt muted. Keyword, felt. Now sure, you will definitely notice the Minilon. Okay, one more time, Minilon, which is derived from Minomushi bagworms that is supposed to enhance the vibration dampening and plush feel given in the EZONE frames. We also pulled off a thicker beam in this EZONE, which does seem to give it more stability. But is the sweet spot actually bigger? Oh, I mean, after that serve, maybe. What I can say is this. There is effortless power in this frame.
I'm feeling like Ben Shelton, bro. This racket could be a serve bot. I cannot lie. I'm serving like Impechi Pettercard with this thing. This thing is a weapon. It should not be allowed in stores.
As you can tell, I'm enjoying the racket. If you're an intermediate player looking for effortless power, any Yonex stick delivers. Take it from me, a college tennis addict on a mission for big serves. Let for service. And after testing all the others, I'm bagging my aces with Team Yonex. The VCORE is perfect for those with solid ground strokes but love whipping forehands, heavy spin, and taking big cuts at the ball. The EZONES are for those all-court players looking for effortless power and plush feel. It was tough to choose a favorite between the Gen 7 and Gen 8. I'll keep it simple. More power, Gen 8. More control, Gen 7. And if you're advanced enough and just need precision, PERCEPT.
That was a good session.
So, there we have it. Why you should only get a Yonex racket in 2025. Yonex is just different. The precision, the power, the spin. Hey, I know I'm not the only one rocking Team Yonex out here. If you're already a Yonex player, drop your racket in the comments below.